Guten Tag, YouTube. This is LEGO ROTF 101 speaking. Now, you haven't already guessed, today's my birthday, but I'm gonna give you this present. I'm gonna give you a present. If that is the final episode of my LEGO Revenge of the Fallen Devastator MOC, Devastator himself. And as you can see, we've got all the Constructicons standing before me, and in case you don't know who they are and haven't seen my other my reviews of them, they are Mixmaster, Scavenger, Overload in the back, Hightower, Scrap Metal, Rampage, Scrapper, and Long Haul. Today I'm going to show you how to combine these guys to Devastator. So, let's get to it. And how about if we start with the body? Give me a sec to get all the others out of the way. So, starting with the Scavenger and Overload. Take Overload, split the cab, twist it around, spread the legs out, and rotate the feet around while sliding these pegs forward. Twist this back around, or actually, yeah, and this like that. Then fold the top wheel on Scavenger down and around, out of the way, and that will allow you to peg Overload's feet onto Scavenger's treads. Take these panels and bring them out to the side. Then twist the top half of the figure around while not letting the front wheels of Overload come off. Pretty much just spin this up. Detach Devastator scrotum from Overload's spike. Twist the top of the spike around, fold it down. Scratch the body down. And slot the spike into the top of Scavenger. Then for the arms, fold this out. Bring the arm around. Then peg Overload's finger into the side panels on Scavenger. Don't forget to get the wheel out of the way. So, take that into place. And kind of missed a step and forgot to bring Scavenger's head down. It's really important that you do so. That way you have room for the claw to be in position. And don't forget to fold the front wheel down as well. So, again, fold out the claw, bring down the arm, peg in the claw, wheel out of the way. If you haven't guessed already, don't forget to reattach the wheels if they ever come off. So, bring the wheels up. Bring this wheel on Scavenger back into place. Fold the scrotum back. And then bring the shovel on Scavenger up and around the back. Next, get these panels out of the way for Mixmaster, which I'll get to later. Now, getting to the legs. Starting with Rampage, spread out the arms, bring the shovel unit down, take the arms, bring them underneath the shovel, and peg them together. bring the cockpit down to form a heel. Then bring Rampage's leg up. Speed around. That joint up. And then peg this onto the ball joint, onto this ball joint on overload. And it's kind of easier said than done, because there we go, because the wheels all still have a tendency to come off. So moving on to long haul, bend the bed forward, and then bring the head out of the way. Then take the entire torso, and then swing it up and around. Then take the legs, bend them back just a little bit to expose the connector port. Bring the wheels forward. Then kind of fuss with the head so that it forms another heel. And then do the same thing we did when we connected Rampage to overload. So there you have the back legs. For the arms on Scavenger, pull out these black bits. Then starting with the right arm, which is Scrapper, bend the entire leg section back. Forget the arms. Separate the feet. And flip them around. Then take the cockpit, bend it down, thus forming a thumb. Then position the arms like that. Forget the port. Then bend this. And then peg this into the side of Scavenger and be warned, because the torso bits have a tendency to come apart. So there you have one arm. Then for the other, starting with Hightower, bend up the cage, twist the head around, then bend the cage back, take the treads, flip them around, and be careful not to decapitate Hightower. Then peg the treads into the shoulders. Yeah, as far as I know, Hightower's probably the most delicate. So, here we go. Don't forget to fix the tower. Place the head. Then first scrap metal. Bring down his legs. Hold down Devastator's thumb. Split the arms. And then take this port and bring it out while bending the head back. Then peg that into Hightower. And you might want to flip scrap metal around, because if you don't, then Hightower's head will come off again. So get that back on. Then take scrap metal's arms and then peg them into the treads for Hightower. Do note that they won't exactly go all the way, and you're gonna have to refashion Hightower's legs first. So get that into place. Place the head. Place this. Place the crane arm. Yeah, probably gonna have to get some Mahler's glue. It's too much. So, then, peg this into the shoulder piece for Scavenger. Yeah, this is one of the problems I have with my MOC, is that this has a tendency to want to come apart easily. So, if you want to build this, be careful. So, now we have that. Where's the camera? And last but not least, the head. For Mixmaster, split the cab, pull out and rotate Devastator's head, bring the legs back, then peg them together underneath the fixing drum. Then fold out the arms. And then, if you take a look at this left arm with the pegs, fold the wheel down. Well, peg into this gray piece on Scavenger. So, together. There we go. So, get that pegged in. Fold up these smokestacks. Then peg the arms into Scavenger's tread. And there we go. There's Devastator, all completed. As you can see, it took me a really long time to get Devastator all built up. That's because all of his components have a tendency to fall to components. Get it? Well, anyways, this is kind of what you get with the combined mode, the combiner mode. As you can see, he's a little bit top heavy. That's because the ratchet joints of the shoulder are a little weak. So yeah, they can be post, but be careful, because like I said before, they are top heavy. And getting into the subject, the head is on double ball joints, which is pretty nice. Now can open and close, revealing his vortex grinder. Got double ratchets at the shoulders. And on Scrapper, we have a hinge here, where the shoulder is connected to. The fingers are, for the fingers, we have a ball joint here, double hinge, then a ball joint at the tip. Then for the thumb, we have a swivel here, ball joint, swivel, ball joint. You get the pattern. Then for high tower and scrap metal, not really much. We have the double ratchet joint like before. This one does actually have an elbow joint, though be careful as it has a tendency to come apart. The fingers are on the triple ball joint, and then the thumb is ball, ball, swivel, ball. Then for the back of the legs, we have a really tight ball joint here, hinge here at the knee, then a hinge on that side of the foot. Then for the long hole side, it's pretty much the same. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. This is LEGO ROTF 101 saying, Auf Wiedersehen.